5 things you need to stop doing if you want to become an A student. These are basically things that you'd overlook and feel like, nah, it doesn't matter, if I don't actually complete my homework or I don't actually ask for help and certain things. But you don't actually see that becoming an A student is just about the right habits that you develop throughout your high schooling career. So if you're not developing the right things, then it becomes a lot harder. And I'm talking about the A student that gets 80s and 90s for every single subject. Okay, so if you want to get to that level, you need to stop doing the things that I will be listing in this very video. So watch until the very end of the video, as the last tip is very crucial to helping you with your exams. Okay, so be sure to watch until the end. Let's get into this video.
Clapback, 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 clapback. I got time today, I'm finna clapback, clapback, clapback.
The first thing that you need to avoid, guys, stop doing this thing, is not asking for help. Okay, guys, your parents paid school fees for you to be in that seat, in that classroom, okay, and you have every right to ask as many questions as you need, okay, until you actually understand the topic that's being taught. Guys, like, one thing it even helped me a lot in my high schooling was that, like, if I was struggling with something, I would always ask questions, ask as many questions, and even if you need, stay behind after school and actually, like, ask your teacher more questions, if she permits, she or he permits, of course, or maybe even at break time, when the bell rings and everybody leaves, you just quickly go ask certain questions that are discombobulating. And here's a rule of thumb that helped me a lot, was that in the subject that I struggled with the most, perhaps at the time, I think it was physics and maths here and there, I would make sure that I ask one question at least each and every class. Okay, so it didn't matter like what's being taught, I would always try and ask at least one question so that I make sure that I understand everything, and try to apply yourself while your teacher is teaching it, right? Like, read through the work that's being taught, try an example as she's speaking, and therefore you can actually see, do I actually understand this? And if you don't, ask away, ask as many questions as possible. That's going to help you in becoming a top student, because top students know that they don't know everything. Okay, it's okay to be humble and not know everything, but make sure that you ask help either from your teachers or at least from the top students or anybody else that you know is good at that subject. Now, before I carry on, I am Kutlwano, aka Clapback Studies, baby, and we're all about leveling up in our academics, getting them distinctions, making our parents proud. You know what I'm saying, me bro? This side, we have to do the massive things. You know what I'm saying? We have to become doctors, we have to become engineers, to make Zaga, to achieve this life thing through education. But if you are enjoying these videos, please do subscribe to my YouTube channel and give me a thumbs up, as that really helps. And if you need help with a certain subject or certain topic or procrastination, please do leave a comment in the comments, okay, and asking for help, and I will reply with a video. And I'm posting every single week, yes, every single week, every Thursday at 4 p.m. so be on the lookout for that, and even hit the notification bell, so that you don't forget, hey, who's gonna post that and I need help, so that term 3 I get them distinctions. But otherwise, let's get back into this video. The second tip is completing assignments and homework last minute, guys. There's nothing that's gonna help you with doing that. Okay, you're literally not gonna get good results if every single time you are completing an assignment the day before, or you are completing homework the morning that it's actually due. And I know, sometimes managing your time can be a bit difficult, but don't worry, in this very YouTube channel I will be releasing various videos about productivity tips that will help you so that you can avoid that procrastination. But just in this video, just a rule of thumb that has always helped me was that I always complete an assignment at least 4 days before it is actually due. Reason being is that if I'm done in 4 days, then that means that the 4 days leading to up to when it actually is due, I can actually check, like, is this correct? I can maybe even show my parents, the assignment. I can show my friends that are actually good in that specific subject, right? So that they can also give me pointers and guidelines as to, like, no, we're gonna correct this and this about this topic and stuff, and therefore you even get even better results because you got reviews reviews from different people. So please try your level best to complete your assignments a few days before, so that you can actually review the work that you've done. Third tip, we need to talk about the elephant in the room, and that is you need to avoid copying answers from other students. Guys, I've been there. I've been there at that time in my life when, like, at times, you'd be struggling in a subject, whether that's your English comprehension and stuff, and then you see your friend doing their homework, perhaps like at break time, and you're like, ish, dog, let me see your answers. What did you get, dog? Ish, I'm struggling here. And then you copy the answers and stuff and make it seem like it's yours. Guys, that is not going to help you. Being lazy is not going to help you. You'd rather struggle in a topic and maybe not get a good result, but you're going to be learning from those mistakes that you're making, okay? So please do not copy answers from other students, because one thing for sure is that other student that you're copying from, they understand the work. So in the exam, they're going to be sorted, they're going to be fine. But you, when you are in the exam, you're going to be struggling, being like, ish, Anna, what did Tabo say, man? Tabo said something, ish, I copied it from him, like I didn't actually understand what happened, So make sure that you fully understand the work, do it yourself, right? So that you can actually see the mistakes that you are making and where you are not understanding, okay, guys? Cheating and copying, it doesn't help. Trust me, bro, I've been there, it doesn't help. And now the last tip, which is super crucial, okay, towards the exam, following up from the third tip that I had given, don't copy. I'm giving you a side eye. Don't copy. Now make sure that you avoid not doing corrections, okay? Hey, I know it's at times it can be the most boring thing to go through a test paper, a pop quiz, or just basic homework, and going through your corrections. It can be the most boring thing ever, but please do it, as that is how you actually are learning, okay? You need to learn from the mistakes that you are making. So when you're not copying from a certain friend that is smart and stuff, and you're not doing so well, then you'll know that, okay, in mathematics, this topic, trigonometry, or this topic, equations or algebraic expressions, like, it's hard for me. So I'm gonna make sure that I do corrections for each and every question that I'm getting wrong. And like, you don't even have to do too much, guys. Corrections is basically just you doing it again, or seeing where you made the mistake, so that you can like jot down in your study book, okay, when it's the second step of the equation, I need to make sure I jump the x over to the other side, so just take notes for yourself. And this is how it's gonna benefit you for the exams now. Because if you're doing corrections, then one thing for sure, and I've seen it many times, okay, with my high school teachers, even my maths teacher, guys, admitted this to us in the class, that basically when she's the one that's setting out our tests, maybe like the smaller tests throughout the term, she literally goes through our homework stuff and sees which were the equations or which were the trigonometry functions that they struggled with, and puts them in the exam, okay, or the test or stuff, right? Based off of like whether they are the ones that are setting it out, of course. But that already gives you the upper advantage to know how the teachers, they usually go for the stuff that, students like kind of struggle with, so that they can see, are you actually learning from the mistakes that you are making? So if you are already doing your own corrections throughout the term, then that is going to help you greatly for your exams and tests. And alrighty, the fifth tip is in the comment section, so please do check it out. Give it a thumbs up if it does help you out, and please do make sure that you click on the video that's popping up right here on the screen, okay? It's a motivational video that I do every single Sunday to just kind of get you psyched up and motivated for this coming week. So do check it out, and I'll see you in that very video.